In any given crowd with 100 ANC and EFF supporters, more than 20 of them would agree with Donald Trump on white farm murders. The shocking findings of a recent poll by the Institute for Race Relations found that almost a quarter of the supporters of the very parties whose leaders have called for genocide locally while denying it internationally openly agree that a white genocide is taking place in South Africa, even while they themselves continue to uphold the ideology used to justify genocides. You see, the Institute for Race Relations just released its annual polling report on race and race relations in South Africa. In this report, there is very little of note and also very little which indicates any significant changes in attitude when it comes to race relations in South Africa compared to the findings of the past decade or so. But as our research team read through the report, there was one particular finding which stood out like a sore eye. Respondents were asked whether they agree or disagree with Donald Trump's claim that there is an ongoing white genocide in South Africa.
But it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed.
And the result of this most recent IRR poll when it comes to Trump's claims of a white genocide taking place were quite shocking. In fact, it was not only found that a significant share of all the supporters of all the major political parties in South Africa agree with these claims by Donald Trump, but even a very large chunk of the supporters of parties such as the EFF, whose leadership is openly chanting for this genocide to be committed and continued in the first place. The South African Institute of Race Relations, or the IRR, is one of the oldest policy institutes or think tanks in South Africa as a country. Founded back in 1929, almost a full century ago. It has always positioned itself as a liberal institution, and it deserves credit for being able to maintain this ideological stance for almost a century. With the IRR, you always know where you stand. And even though here at the Willem Petscher Group, for example, we do not align ourselves with that liberal line of thinking or framework, we really do appreciate their self-consciousness when it comes to their own bias and to understanding where they are on the political spectrum. They also conduct regular polls and release regular studies, which we in the past on this channel have used quite frequently and quite fruitfully for our own research here at the Willem Petscher Group. Nonetheless, their liberal positioning is, of course, also reflected in the way they frame the questions in their polls, the polls they regularly conduct on race relations in South Africa, for example. You see, in the poll released earlier this week, they specifically asked respondents whether they would support the best person to be president, regardless of race, or prefer a black person to be president, or would only support a black candidate for president. Questions such as these, along with the range of answers provided and how those answers are specifically framed, highlight the Institute's commitment to instill liberal values among its black voters in this country specifically. Another example is a question in which they framed the racial characterization of South Africans, which is used for the purposes of BEE as a legacy of apartheid. And quite ironically, even then a third of the black respondents responded as supportive of such characterizations. But the real shocker comes with the very last question and response mentioned in the report. Respondents were asked a very simple and direct question. Do you agree or disagree with Donald Trump's claim that there is a white genocide currently taking place in South Africa? When broken down by race, it is noteworthy that roughly 37% of white respondents agree or somewhat agree with the statement, which roughly correlates with the findings of another pollster, which was Ground Control Research, which was released earlier this month and found said agreement to be about 40%, specifically among white Afrikaners. Now, significantly, support for Trump's claim regarding this white genocide reaches 33% among Indians, which is almost equally as high as among white South Africans, as well as around 17% among black South Africans and 11% among coloureds. But here's where the real shocker kicks in. An astonishing 21% of ANC supporters and 17% of EFF supporters agree with Donald Trump that there is an ongoing white genocide taking place in South Africa. Now just let that sink in for a moment. Almost a quarter of the voters of parties whose leaders are known to sing songs such as Kill the Boer openly admit in an IRR poll that this is indeed their opinion that this genocide is taking place. And if you're wondering how this could possibly be explained, allow me to explain it for you. Firstly, radical Pan-Africanist parties such as the EFF openly identify ideologically as Fanonian, which means that it bases its entire political ideology on the work of Pan-Africanist political theorist Frantz Fanon. Frantz Fanon openly advocated for a full-scale genocide of all white people on the African continent. In his famous anti-colonial work entitled Wretched of the Earth, Fanon wrote a chapter which he entitled On Violence. And in this chapter he states the following: the natives' work is to imagine all possible methods for destroying the settler. The appearance of the settler has meant, in terms of syncretism, the death of the Aboriginal society, their cultural lethargy, and the petrification of individuals. For the native, life can only spring up again out of the rotting corpse of the settler. End quote. You see, this very quote by Frantz Fanon, the ideological leader or philosophical leader of the EFF, this constitutes the theoretical underpinning of a genocide being advocated on African soil, and the same underpinning which is the reason why Julius Malema, a Fanonian politician, and parties such as the EFF, but Fanonian parties such as the EFF for that matter, as well as the ANC, sing songs like Kill the Boer, Cut the Throat of Whiteness, and we all know the other quotes by these individuals and politicians and parties. In light of the Fanonist underpinning of Pan-Africanism in South Africa today, the fact that nearly a quarter of the ANC and EFF supporters openly say that Trump is correct and right on this white genocide taking place in South Africa confronts us with an absolutely terrifying reality. The reality that many of these people agree that there is a genocide taking place in South Africa, but view this in a positive light. They view this as a good thing. They are saying, yes, Donald Trump is right, this genocide is taking place. And they also say they are agreeing with this genocide taking place. You see, the reality is that Fanon's advocacy for genocide was written in light of his experiences when he actively participated in a violent revolution in Algeria in the 50s. He didn't write about some abstract notion of destroying the white man or the white culture or cutting the throat of whiteness such as Malema says it. No, the experiences which shaped this man's philosophy, this man that the EFF is following, confirm that his intention was to be understood literally, not in any way abstract or figuratively. And, according to him, genocide is what he had in mind when he wrote these things. You see, the reality is that as long as violent evil ideologies such as these continue to dominate, and I mean dominate, absolutely dominate, the South African political landscape, peace and prosperity will remain quite elusive for all of us. In a recent video, we also highlighted how violent ideologies such as this are now being exported from South Africa to the West. Most notably, Zoran Mamdani, the newly elected mayor of New York, for example, who had spent much of his childhood in South Africa. And he is a very prominent example of someone in high office in America adhering to the same ideological outflow of South African politics. You can check out this analysis by simply clicking on this link appearing on your screen right now. And do remember to support our work by becoming a paying member of the Willem Petzer Group. Only with your investment in us are we able to pay our team to do the research needed to make videos such as these, as well research as they are every single day. Simply follow the easy steps on the banner. Goodbye and God bless.